All right, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, the 100% truth. Shalom to the hopefully elect, and shalom to the brothers pushing the truth and sincerity. Okay. Today's lesson, I'm just going to go over how the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, has spared us. A lot of us brothers have spared us our life, have spared us from death, have spared us from being taken out of this place. Because I know from my own standpoint, and I know from a lot of other brothers, it's been many times where you were faced with death, faced with losing everything, and the Most High brung you out before even this truth, before even knowing what we know, before even serving, before even, just getting on that right path, the path that we should be on, the path that we need to be on. It's just been many times, and speaking on myself, it's been a few times here in recent years, and even before recent years, my whole childhood, I've dealt with, being on the brink of not making it, or, something that could come and potentially take me out. Growing up, I grew up in and out of the hospital. I grew up with real bad asthma. That was one of my biggest challenges growing up. In and out of the ICU for my asthma. There's been times where I've been in the hospital for weeks, just for my asthma, having to be on all these machines, things like that, getting blood drawn and everything like that, And with that asthma, man, that's your air, that's your lungs, So it's been many times where that could have took me out. I've been in the hospital for, doctors told me I may have cancer. Through the Lord's will, I came out of that without having cancer. I ended up having something else, which was a rare autoimmune disease, in which that inflamed my lymph nodes in my body. And, of course, their first point was lymphoma, which was a form of cancer. So me making it out of that was a true blessing, because that was a time where, I thought, dang, this is really it. This is it for me. There's no way I can come back from this, having cancer, And that's not to say that the Most High can't put these things upon you still. There's times where you still can be faced with death. There's times where you still can be faced with disease. You still can be faced with all these things. It's all up to the Most High. But I do know that I've been burned out a lot of situations. Growing up, I've been shot before. And when I was shot, it was very, very close to my lungs, which that could have been something that, took me out of here. I've been, robbed and things like that, where it could have been easily took my life right away from me. But as of recent years, I was in a situation where I was at a gas station one late night, and as I'm walking in this gas station, I noticed there was a group of young kids posted out in front of the store. They had their little mask on. I could tell they had guns on them, because just the past I grew up in, I know, people's body language and things like that. So I knew they were up to something. So when I went in the store, I grabbed my things. I come out the store, and these young guys, they started following me to my car. And one of the kids walked up behind me and was like, "Hey, don't get in that car," or something like that. So me being me, I really didn't know what to do. But all I could think was just keep going. Get to the car, get in. I didn't say a word. So I just got in the car, started it up. I look out my window. All these young guys got guns pointed at me, right? Point blank range. So I'm looking at them. I'm like, man, This is really about to be it, man. I'm not about to make it home. And at that time, like I said, I felt like I was going off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I'm not gonna make it home, man. The Most High is really about to take me out of here. Because that's my biggest fear, man, knowing that the Most High is the one that can take you out. Not the fact that the people of this earth can hurt me, or the fact that, the earth can do things to me. It ain't even that. It's the fact that the Most High controls all these things. And he could easily put that spirit upon somebody. He could easily put that spirit upon you, and you could be gone. You know what I'm saying? So as I seen these guns, I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, I really not about to make it home. I got kids at the house that I'm trying to make it home to. But through the Lord's will, I was able to pull off. And when I pulled off, they began to shoot at me. And I left there unscathed. I got one bullet hole in my car. But other than that, I made it out. And that's all through the Lord's will. Okay, and then I was in one more situation where I was at a park, and with a group of young guys, some younger kids in my neighborhood, and I just so happened to have a pistol on me, which I'm legal. I was legal to carry and everything like that. I was doing everything right, but these young kids knew that I had a weapon on me, and they put me in a situation with some other guys, and they just so happened to be having a cookout across the way. And the group of guys came over with boxing gloves and everything like that, thinking I was threatening these kids. So I had to let it down, like, I'm not doing nothing threatening these kids. That's these young cats just arguing amongst each other, and then they just put me in there. I guess to make the other kids scared. So I'm just trying to make the situation die down and, just get out of there, really. But me being me, they came to me with a fight, which I wasn't afraid of the fight. So, I put the gloves on, and I fought one of their guys, and I could say I did them pretty good. But besides all that, after everything was all said and done, I was talking with another guy, and he was just telling me like, yeah, you did a good job, man. We're not out here trying to kill each other, blase, rob each other, boom, boom, boom. Then 2 seconds later, a group of their people pull guns on me. A guy puts a gun to my head, and they robbed me right there. All bunch of guys on me with guns, and they robbed me with my little sister up there watching. But luckily, through the Lord, man, I made it home again. Okay, and I'm like, man, what can I say? Okay. And after that, man, maybe like a few weeks after that, I had a talk with my brother. And he had just let me know, man, like, the Most High is not playing with you. This is not a game. Okay? And ever since that day, man, I had to realize, man, the Most High is really trying to pull me out. The Most High is really trying to call upon me. The Most High is really telling me, man, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to focus on. So from that day forth, all I could do and all I could think was serve, because that fear just grew in me more and more. Like, man, the Most High can really get you. All them times I've been faced with death, he could have took me out. He could have took me out right then and there. But he pulled me out. He pulled me out of the ground. He pulled me out of losing my life, because I have a bigger purpose, and that's to serve him. We all have a bigger purpose, and that's to serve the Most High, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So that's what we need to focus on. So I'm going to bring out this precept. This is Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 9. For my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Okay? So listen to that right there, man. For his name's sake, he deferred his anger. Because he was clearly angry with me, but he put that anger aside and made me get out of that situation, the situations I've been in. He took that anger away. You know what I'm saying? And he said, for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. And that let me know right there, man, he didn't cut me off then, man. And that's a blessing, man. That's deep right there, man. To have that feeling like, man, the Most High may be truly dealing with me, man. He deferred his anger for me to serve, for me to do his will. Okay? That's a blessing in itself. And it said, this is Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for my own sake. Salakia, for my own sake will I do it. For how should my name be polluted, and I will not give my glory unto another? So he's not gonna let you pollute his name, pollute his word. He wants you to be as pure as you can be before you serve, before you decide that you're gonna be a saint for him, a disciple for him, a prophet for him. He has to make sure that you are not polluted. Like he said, for how should my name be polluted? Okay? Because at that time, I can't say I was living fully for the Most High. But knowing that he pulled me out of them situations, that's all I can do now is devote my life to serving the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. So, all in all, that was really just a testimony to the things I've been through and the Most High pulling me out. And I know a lot of brothers can attest to that and have similar things they've been through. Everybody been through their own things, you know what I'm saying? But similar as in the Most High pulling you out of a dark place. Okay? It's many more things, but, you know, it's just, them is just the main basis of things and some deep things that go on, man. And I know a lot of us have been through it, man. So in that case, man, that gives you all the more reason to continue to serve and change your life and convert your life into serving the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because that's all we're truly here for. So that's pretty much it, man. I just had to get that out, man. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.